Okay. Hare Krishna devotees, today we are going to see Bhagavad Gita 2.12. न त्वेवाहं जातु नासं न त्वं नेमे नाधिपा न चैव न भविष्यामः सर्वे वयम् अतः परम् न त्वेवाहं जातु नासं न त्वं नेमे जनाधिपा न चैव न भविष्यामः सर्वे वयम् अतः परम्. Translation: Never was there a time when I did not exist, nor you, nor all these kings, nor in the future shall any of us cease to be. I request any Matajis or Prabhu to go ahead and read the shloka one more time.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, Mataji, please read. Yeah.
Bhagavad Gita 2.12 न त्वेवाहं जातु नासं न त्वं नेमे जनाधिपाः न चैव न भविष्यामः सर्वे वयम् अतः परम्. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Never was there a time when I did not exist, nor you, nor all these kings, nor in the future shall any of us cease to be. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Prabhujis, anyone can read the shloka alone once, one more time? Yeah.
It's
Girivardhari
2.12.
Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
2.12.
Yeah. नत्वेवाहं जातु नाशं न त्वं मेने जनाधिप न चैव न भविष्यामः सर्वे वयम् अतः परम्. Want to read the translation, Mataji?
No, it's fine, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Yeah, sloka is good. Yeah, thank you. So, Krishna is making Arjuna, it's a very important shloka, this one, is making Arjuna to realize a very important concept of body and soul. It is the counter argument for Arjuna. Arjuna asked his first question, right? Like his first argument for not fighting. He doesn't want to fight. What was the first argument? He said, like, all these people who are standing there, they are my brothers, they are my grandparent and gurus, everybody, right? Like if I kill them, what am I going to enjoy? Like why? And I don't want to do this. So he was overwhelmed with compassion. He doesn't wanted to go and fight. That was his argument. So Krishna is giving the counter argument for this, what Arjuna asked, which was the first question from Arjuna. Krishna says, why are you lamenting, right? For these bodies? You don't wanted to kill them in the sense for these bodies, you're lamenting. So here in this shloka, Krishna says, Natvevaham jatu nasham. Never there was a time that where I did not exist. There was never a time. So, Natvevaham jatu nasham. Natvam, even you. There was never a time where you did not exist also. And the name Janadipa, and then he's showing to all the people who are in that Kurukshetra opposite, right? Like ready to fight. And Krishna is showing them and telling Arjuna, Janadipa, even all these people also, there was never a time that these people did not exist, right? There was never a time. Na chaiva na bhavishyamaha. And Krishna is telling about the future also. Even in the future, there is never a time. न चैव न भविष्यामः सर्वे वयम् अतः परम्. Future, there will never be a time that where all the personalities does not exist. There will never be a time. always in the past, in the present, and the future. We all are me, you, and all the Janadipas here showing everybody. There is never a time that we did not exist. So Krishna is very nicely telling about him, Arjuna, and also other things and in battlefield, right? What is Krishna wanted to explain? Like, what is he trying to say, right? The counter argument here is Krishna wanted Arjuna to understand the identity. What is this identity, right? He is not the body, he is the spirit soul. So here he's bringing the concept of what is death, like death in the sense, like, what is it? We also have to understand we are all spirit soul, and I said that never was there a time that we did exist, never there is a time now we are existing now, and never will there be a time that we are not going to exist. Always we are there, always we are there. So Krishna clearly explains us the identity. We have to understand we are all individual souls and part and parcel of Krishna, right? We are spirit soul. So Mayavadi philosophy is what they say. After liberated, right? After liberation, what happens? The soul goes and merges into the light, the Brahman, right? So that is the Mayavadi philosophy. But Krishna clearly explains here for all these what do you call the Mayavadi concepts, whatever it is. They say that Atma merges after leaving the body, merges on to Paramatma. But here Krishna clearly says one by one. The first explanation we will see here in Katha Upanishad as well as in Svetashva Upanishad, it's been said, Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam Yeko Bahunam Yo Vidadati Kaman. So, Yeko Bahunam, who's the only individual, the supreme individual is none other than Krishna, and he is the one who is maintaining all the other individual. Here it Eko Bahunam is the only one. We are in n number of living entities, but we are also individuals. We are also individuals. We are part and parcel of Krishna. So who is the maintainer of all these individuals? It is only one and only Krishna. Eko bahunam yo vidadati kaman tam atmastam ye nupashyanti धीरस तेषां शांति शश्वती नेत्र नेतरेशम. Netaresham, the one who knows this is the intelligent, Krishna says, right? So here, what did we understand? Krishna is an individual, right? He is Satchit Ananda Vigraha. There is not even a pinch of matter. He is completely spiritual. Who is Krishna? In Brahma Samhita also Brahma says, Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchit Ananda Vigraha, right? He is Satchit and Ananda. There is not even a single, what do you call, even a minute amount of matter in Krishna. He is completely spiritual, and that is why the authority, he is the authority to give us all these things in Bhagavad Gita. Whom else are we going to like hear from, right? He is the authority, he is the supreme authority. So Krishna here is individual, and we all are also individuals. So what happens to the individual soul here? The spirit soul, when it leaves the body, it is still individual. It is not merging with Krishna. That we have to understand here. That's what here Krishna said. There was no time that we you me you and all this jana did not exist, and there is no time going to be. In future also he says there is no time. that we did not exist. Always the individual soul, Krishna is there, and he is taking care of all the individual Bahunam, all the living entities who are parts and parcel of Krishna and who are individual souls. So we have to be clear. There is no misguide, what do you call, misled philosophy we are following, the Mayavadi philosophy. This just after the soul is leaving the body, then the Atma goes and merges with Paramatma. There's nothing like that. Always Paramatma is individual and Atma is individual, and Paramatma is the supreme controller. Eko Bahunam. They say, right? Like Krishna is taking care of all the living, all the individual living entities here. So, and the second point here is, okay, Krishna is saying like, telling Arjuna, why are you worried? Why are you worried? Go and fight. There is not a time that none of us exist. Like always we are existing. That's what he's meaning here, right? So he can, the Mayavadi philosophies can say that Krishna is telling only in the bodily concept. So here again, Krishna is not telling in the bodily concept, because just before he told this shloka, before this, he condemned the bodily concept to Arjuna, saying that asocyan anvachocha swam prajnavadamscha bhashasha gata sunagata sumscha nanushochanti panditaha. Who's a pandita? What is the complete knowledge? The complete knowledge is the one who knows the spirit soul and the Paramatma and the Paramatma, the controller, and the matter. These three things, who knows, is the real knowledge gained person. What are the three things? The matter, the spirit soul, and the controller, the Paramatma. So that is the original real knowledge. That is the person who has a real knowledge. So here he also said the body is born and is destined to be vanquished today or tomorrow, right? The body is not permanent, it is temporary, whereas the soul which is present inside the body, right, so that soul is permanent and individual, and there is no time that it did not exist. It is existing and it will exist. So here it is destined to be vanquished. What? The body. When? Today, tomorrow, or any time. When that is destined, why lament? Why lament unnecessarily? The death, if we are like, for us, in general, if we hear the word death, something like a drama, it is so very much putting each and every one of us down. It's not the case here. Krishna is very nicely saying death is only in the bodily concept. What is death? Death is a temporary sleeping time where the soul is passing from one body to another body, right? Depending on, like, how is the soul passing? Depending on the karmas, whatever it has done, it passes to the next body. So that is what Krishna is saying here. Let us just talk much more detailed about the individual soul. So individual soul is not lost even after breaking the cycle of birth and death. After the death also, the individual soul is still has the identity. It is not merging. It is not merging, and it is not, like as Krishna said, it is there. There is no time that it did not exist, right? It is just the time period where it comes out of that body and then enters into another body. So after the liberation also, the individual soul is an individual. There is no concept of merging into the Brahman or anything like that, that Mayavadi philosophy. That's what Prabhupada is also stressing here in the purport of this, like he wants to really clarify what is the concept Krishna says here, and he is very clear that we should not get misled by all this Mayavadi philosophies. So individuality is maintained each and every time. It doesn't matter whether it is inside the body or when after death it exits the body, still it is there. And this has been confirmed by great acharyas also. Ramanujacharya and great acharyas also confirmed this. This individual soul is individual and it is maintained on the spiritual grounds. It is not like after leaving the body, the soul is like, it is a spirit soul, right? It is not vanquished. It is there and it is in the platform of spiritual grounds. That's what is confirmed by great acharyas, Ramanujacharya, and everyone. So this can be understood. Who can understand this, right? This can be understood only by the pure devotees of Krishna who surrendered to Krishna. Only they can understand that spirit soul is an individual part and parcel of Krishna. The death is just the time when the spirit soul is moving from one body to another body. The body is like a piece of cloth, a change of cloth. So this will be understood only by the pure devotees of the Lord. Others, they cannot. They will talk everything in the sense like, oh, yeah, the spirit soul after leaves the body, it just merges to the Brahman, and Atma and Paramatma merges. It is something like they don't understand Krishna. The people who are envious to Krishna, they cannot understand Krishna. Krishna has said this in the 4th chapter also, right? Who can understand him? Like his enemies especially cannot understand. Enemies in the sense, who are enemies, the people who are envious to Krishna, cannot understand. Even we are here, right, in this Buloka. Why are we here? We were also a little envious towards Krishna. Why not me? Why not I? That's why we are here, right? But by the grace of Srila Prabhupada's mercy and all, our Guru Maharaj and everyone, we have this opportunity. We have this opportunity of doing bhakti and hearing about the Lord and again regaining our position. We have the opportunity here. So coming back to the point, so what is this? People who are envious of Krishna cannot understand. It is something like Prabhupada says in the purport, it is something like the honey bee is there, right? The bee, it is something like for honey bee, it is tasting the honey only around the bottle. Like it is just like, if it is getting to taste the honey, it is just licking only around the bottle, right? When is the real taste known? Only when the bottle is opened and then gets the taste of honey inside, then only the real taste of honey is happening. Else it is just licking the cap around it. So that is what it is, the Mayavadi's philosophy. It is not the real essence what Krishna has said is being given in that philosophy. But Krishna here, he says the difference between the spirit soul and the super soul, it is individual. Spirit soul is individual. There is no time it did not exist. There is no time it is not going to be exist. And even in the future, it is always existing. That is what he's telling in this shloka very nicely. So we are individual. Krishna is an individual. And we are here to serve Krishna through devotional service. That is the point which we all have to make it clear from this shloka. So the death, the topic here chosen is what is death. That's what based on that topic we have selected this shloka. So let's come back to our topic. What is death? Death here, Prabhupada says, it's a period of time, right? we all now understood that we are the spirit soul and we are not the body. We are individuals. We were existing, we are existing, and we are going to exist. There is no question at all here. There is no time it's going to perish. So that spirit soul, what happens at the time of death? The bile, the mucus, the air, everything, right? All the gates of the body, all the gates of the body are being choked by this uncontrolled bile, mucus, and air. So when that is happening at that time, the person, what happens to that person? He's not able to talk, he's not able to respond. So the we all some of us would have experienced, not experienced, we have seen, right? The person who are just leaving the body, we will be going and shouting near them, Amma, can you hear me? This is me who have come, can you see me? But still they don't respond. They are like in that stage where all the gates are being choked by this, and at that time, the soul leaves the body very nicely, very nicely. It depends, again, it depends based on the karma what they did. That's what here I wanted to connect another thing also, right? Kulashekar Alvar prays in his one of the Pashuram. He says like, when my physical condition is very good, at this moment itself I have to leave my body, because at the time of death, then like we are not sure how, because of this choking and everything, how are we going to remember Lord, right? So Kulashekar Alvar was like praying to Krishna, just let me leave my body right now when my physical state is very good. So here, the soul leaves the body in that state. And what is happening to the body here? The body is like done, right? It is either diseased or old age or whatever it is. So the soul is breaking this cycle, the janma mrityu jara, that it is breaking that cycle. And for the devotees, for the pure devotees, what happens? The soul will take the spiritual body and go back home, back to Godhead Krishna. And based on the karma, like what happens to the non-devotees, whatever it is, they take another body. So death is nothing but the transmigration of the soul from one body to another body. Devotees very well understand. They will never be worried about death, or they will never be like afraid of about death. They know that it is a joyful transition. Krishna also said, Arjuna, right? Why are you worried? Why are you worried? It is like, if Bhishma Deva is being killed, like his death is going to be glorious once he leaves this body, which is going to be perished in at any time, right? Any time, now or later, or whatever it is. Once if he leaves the body, he will definitely go back, right? He will definitely, and he is going to get the highest destination. In that case, that person should be very happy, not lamenting. So here devotees understand that. So they know what is death. Death is nothing but a joyful transition of what? Of the soul, of the spirit soul. They take it as the calling of Krishna, something like Krishna's phone call, like to join him where? In the spiritual realm. So they just take it in such a joyful way. It is a calling of Krishna for me to join his spiritual realm. So this is how we have to understand the spirit soul. We are spirit soul. We are individuals. There is no time that we did not exist. We are existing. We are saying that we are still going to exist. And the supreme is the supreme individual is Krishna. He is maintaining us. So in this concept, we have to be very, very clear. And going on from now, we are going to learn more what Krishna is telling about what is death. So tomorrow also we have another continuing sloka on top of this. On top of this sloka, it is the same concept again. What is death? So tomorrow in that shloka we will meet again. Thank you, Matajis and Prabhus. Any comments and questions, please welcome. Yeah, Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhobhya Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Matajis.